Welcome to the RV Homestead. We sure appreciate you stopping by. And of course, you got here just in time. That's right, as you saw in the title, just in time to watch us bake some artisan bread.
Dutch oven.
We haven't got to that part yet. You're getting ahead of me. We're going to cook some artisan bread. This is a bread that Yappy has been making. It's in the Dutch oven inside for years now. She loves it. But we're going to put the spin on it of cooking it in the Dutch oven, or actually in the camp oven, which is the Dutch oven with legs, with charcoal. So she's going to do her part of making the stuff, and then I'm going to do my part outside of cooking the stuff. So we'll turn this over to Yappy, and she'll tell you what she's going to be putting in it.
What I love about this recipe is it is simple, it's yummy, it's oil-free, it's healthy bread. You can use wheat, any kind of flour. I'm just using your basic all-purpose flour today because I had some. You start with 3 to 3.5 cups of flour, which I've already put in the bowl. Then it is a teaspoon of active yeast, and I like the little packets. And then a teaspoon of salt, and then you whisk it together. Now we're gonna take it to a whole nother level, and we're gonna add some spices. This is what's cool. You can add dried fruit, you can add any kind of spices you want. You can make it sweet, savory, whatever you want. Today, I'm gonna add a little bit of oregano, a little Italian flair. And it's whatever your taste desire. I've put jalapenos in this before. Garlic, because garlic goes with everything. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
I'm putting extra garlic because I love garlic. And one of my favorite ingredients, onion powder. That's just going to give it more flavor. Now again, you can make it plain and then it goes with anything. I have a little bit extra flour here if I need it. I don't think I am. Then you need 1.5 cups of pretty much warm water that you can put your finger in. About 70 to 75 degrees. Just to get that yeast going, and then we're just going to kind of incorporate it in, and that's it. And then we're going to let it sit for about, it says 7 to 8 hours. I've done it in 3. It just depends on how long you want it to rise. So let me get going here. And as you noticed, it's real clean right now. I have parchment paper, so there is no mess. I am all about no mess. And when you're in the RV, you want no mess. So let me whisk it together. Just keep adding a little bit. You do want this dough sticky. It will be a little sticky. And I might need a little more water. We'll get that here in a minute if we need it. I like using these little plastic things. Those scrapers help me get it cleaned up. We're almost done. That's what's so exciting. You don't want to knead this dough. That's part of how it gets crunchy in the Dutch oven. You literally just want to incorporate it all. And of course, I've washed my hands and everything before we started. Right, dogs? Don't eat that. I'm gonna get just a little bit more water. You can double this. This is for 1 loaf because we're only using the Dutch oven. And again, this is awesome because the one thing I do is I actually cut it up after it's done. I slice it and then I even freeze it and it lasts. And it's just as good out of the freezer as when you baked it fresh. This one's soaking up some water today. I had put a little extra flour in, but this is really it. Oh, here we go. Now we're going. Now we got it. You don't want too much water. I just want to get that dry flour off the bottom. And then literally, you see it's kind of sticky. We're literally going to cover it And then that's it. And we're almost there. Smells good too, with all those spices. I need to try this, you know, cinnamon, sugar. This would be great for kids. You can actually make this into balls and make little muffin, like crunchy muffins. All right. Look, that's it. That's all we do. Literally. That's it. Sticky. Cover it. Clean towel. Oh, actually we want to do it with plastic. Something with plastic makes it better, but I do put the tea towel on top. That's it. We're done. We'll be back after it rises. We will see you soon. Hey, and we're back. Yappy's back, and we're back. This is the nice thing about bread. We can go run errands and everything, and look what happens. Just sitting there. Ooh, I smell all the seasoning that we did. Check it out. Triple in size. Yahoo! So first, I told you earlier, parchment paper makes it easier. Clean up, and we're going to use it in the Dutch oven. So we're going to take it, it's a little bit of flour, because this is some sticky dough. And we're going to pour the dough, and let me show you how this looks. See, it looks like web, almost. So it's very sticky, but that's normal. So we're going to pour it out here. Just hang on. Thank you, dude, for assisting. This might take a spatula. Actually, let me do this. Just use one of my Instapot. I want to get all that goodness. I want to get as much of that as I can. Because I can tell you from past experiences, this is very tasty and very simple. And you can do this in your oven too. By the way, if you're not out, you can put this in your oven at 450. So the same process. We're just having fun outside because we can. But this works just fine in your oven. Now, parchment paper cannot go over 450 or it will burn. So when we put the parchment paper, because that's going to help keep it together and kind of mold it. You'll see this here in a second. The one thing you want to know is this is really a no-knead recipe. I'm going to just move it around here because we're going to put it in a ball. But the oven will be fine. So either way, it's going to turn out fine. So hang on just a second. Let me get one thing. Let's just put it under this. We're going to get this round. And then we're going to start kind of turning it. I probably should have put a little more flour under there. It's a forgiving recipe. Yay! And I've done several different recipes similar to this. There are a lot of them, they're very easy. And again, let me just, hold that there. Thank you. I should have put a little more flour. It's going to be okay because, like I said, I've done this a lot. And actually, what's cool, you can even use the parchment paper, really. See? Look. Let me roll it over. Some stickiness. Yeah, there we go. Now we're on it. Okay. We want to make it, we're going to round it up is what we're doing. And then we're going, there we go. We're just folding it over. And I should have put a little more flour, but again, I have a lot of experience with this type of bread, so it is going to be fine. Now, here we go. Let me add some flour. This is a little stickier. This will just, I need to get it more round. Okay. Get this off of here. We want to make it more circular. I just don't want it sticking is the main thing here. All right, we're about done. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go knead it once over. Just, you don't really need to knead it, but I'm gonna do it just a little to get this. What I'm looking for is, you're seeing it now, this shape. And then this is what helps with you're kind of moving it around. Now I'm using a parchment paper. You can put this on your granite with flour as long as you cleaned it, of course. I'm just doing this so it'll be neater, and I'm probably gonna get another piece because I want easy cleanup. And we're tucking it under because that is part of the process. Good. You see how it's getting like that? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get another piece of parchment paper. Because I don't want all that flour, we're gonna score it. I'm gonna do one thing differently. I'll move it on this, because that is getting a little dirty. I didn't start, guys, with enough flour, but again, it's forgiving, not a big deal. And just tuck it under, because of the way you want to tuck it under a little bit, to where it's round, like a ball. And it's kind of sealing it underneath. Done, hang on. Take a serrated knife. Just cut a little bit. Kind of gives it a cross look. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Different every time. And all right, here we go. We're going to the Dutch oven. And
So I've already preheated the Dutch oven.
because of this, we need to put it in a container inside because it's going to flatten out.
All right.
Hey, and we're back. Now, one thing I did do is I went and got my bread container, which you really want to preheat this first. Depending on your Dutch oven, you can cook it straight in your Dutch oven. I forgot tonight we're using a bigger one. And so otherwise our bread would look like a pizza dough. It'd be flatter because this is a huge one. If it went in this one, the smaller version, not a big deal because it will fit. But because we're in this one, I'm gonna put it in here. You do want to preheat this one first though in the future. And that's all right. But anyway, so I ran and quickly grabbed this. Just a bread pan.
And before you put that in,
Why are you putting that in?
we're going to put a little barrier between metal and metal.
Yes, okay, so here we go. But it'll heat it up. I've done this before. It'll be fine. And I forgot we had supersized Dutch oven to put it in. If I put it in here, go straight in here because it's gonna take up the space. This one, you're gonna need a little extra pan. But it'll have the room to poof it up higher too. So let's see what happens. 30 minutes and we'll be checking on it.
And about every 10 minutes, I'm going to be rotating the lid so that we don't have a hot spot and we get even browning all the way around.
So you do have to kind of pay attention to this one because it's bread. All right, here we go.
We'll be back. Let's look at this bread.
Is it working?
We're looking at the bread.
Let's look at it. Oh, it's working.
It's coming
Put it down. It smells good. The herbs. I've never put this many herbs in it. Any much. Ooh.
Smell like bread. Italian bread. Looks like we got some bread to eat. All right, let's check this out.
Look.
Oh,
It's done. I'm so excited.
that's beautiful.
Woo. We're ready. We're going to cut it up and we will show you here in a minute. And it turned out wonderful. I'm excited.
You too can do this. Let's go inside.
I'm so excited. Here's the bread. We're cutting it. Dude, shall you? Take the first bite.
Absolutely.
Ooh, it's a little doughy. This one's different because we usually do it in the oven. Let's try it. We can toast it. Let's see what it tastes like.
Mmm. Mmm. Taste is great.
Nice.
Texture's good. It's hot.
Beyond. We should have let it cool. But we couldn't wait because it's so good. Okay. Woo! That was good.
It's gonna be a great compliment to the pot roast.
Yep, this is good. We're good. We're good. Are we good?
We're great.
Okay, we're done. Enjoy this. Subscribe. Thank you, everybody. We love you guys. This is awesome. And use seasonings. This is even better.
Got a mouthful of bread.
All right, yeah.
If this is your first visit to the RV Homestead, we would be most honored if you would consider clicking on the subscribe button.
Yummy.
That really helps more than you know. Our goal is to provide you with great infotainment. And for those of you who have already subscribed, thank you so much. That's why I get to eat this great homemade bread. Just kidding. She cooks it all the time.
Yummy.
For our patrons, I cannot express my gratitude enough. Thank you so much.
You rock.
You guys rock. All right, y'all come back now, you hear?